electric field due to a plane sheet of charge. This is a plane sheet of charge having charge density sigma. Let Q be the total charge on this sheet. Consider an elementary area ds on the sheet. If sigma is the charge density, which means charge per unit area, the charge on the area ds be dq, and this dq must be charge per unit area sigma, surface area is ds, so it must be sigma ds. Imagine a Gaussian surface around the area ds enclosing the charge dq. We imagine a parallelepiped as the Gaussian surface. We know the electric field due to the charge on the sheet are perpendicular to the plane of the sheet. The electric field lines are perpendicular to the plane sheet of charge. So it can be along the positive x direction or it can be along the negative x direction also. Now, for the area ds, charge enclosed is dq. Now, what is the total flux passing through the Gaussian surface due to the charge dq? We know for the parallelepiped, out of these 6 plane surfaces, these surfaces, that is A, B, C, D, then E, F, G, H, A, B, C, D, A and E, F, G, H, E are the 2 surfaces in which area vectors are parallel to the electric field. This is the area vector. I just indicate with the vector ds. This is also the area vector to this surface. ds is the area vector to the surface ABCD. That is ds. We have seen E is parallel to ds. E is parallel to ds. But if we consider the other surfaces, the side, if we consider, this is the area vector and we know electric field is along this direction, angle is 90 degree. For this surface, this is the area vector and this is the electric field. Area vector and electric field are making 90 degree. Or the other surfaces also we can see electric field is always perpendicular to the area vector. Hence, E dot ds. E dot ds for the other surfaces must be 0. E ds cos 90, that is 0. Hence, the total flux will be E ds through the surface EFGHA and E ds through the surface ABCDA. This will be the total flux, phi E, electric flux. Now, if we calculate we get the total flux as 2 times E dot ds. I just wrote the magnitude. Now, according to Gauss theorem, integration over the closed surface E dot ds. Here we consider the Gaussian surface as the parallelepiped, and over the entire surface electric field dot ds is equal to flux, total flux phi E, which is equal to 2 times E dot ds. But according to Gauss theorem, we know over the closed surface E dot ds, which is equal to phi E, must be equal to Q by epsilon naught. What is Q here? Q is dq. Since the system is in vacuum medium or free space, we write dq by epsilon naught. So if we compare these two equations, I just write this as equation number 1 and this as equation number 2. Comparing these two equations, we can write 2 times E dot ds equal to dq divided by epsilon naught, and already we had written dq equal to sigma ds. Substituting 2 E ds equal to sigma ds by epsilon naught, and ds get cancelled out. Hence we write 2 times E must be equal to sigma by epsilon naught, or we can write magnitude of electric field vector is equal to sigma divided by 2 epsilon naught. Or simply, if we write the vector E, it must be equal to sigma by 2 epsilon naught into unit vector n, where unit vector n represents the direction in which electric field acts. So electric field due to a thin sheet of charge depends on surface charge density sigma and absolute permittivity epsilon naught. Thank you.